And welcome to the Almost Daily Dave, the Thursday edition. Tomorrow, of course, will be the big nooner with Dave, and I'm going to effort a guest to talk about what's going on with college football and with players, because you've got the Pac-12 and the Big Ten with athletes working together like never before to try to ensure that if we're going to play college football, that it's going to be done safely and with respect for the athlete's health. This is a weird time, because you've got those stories. You have UConn dropping football for the year, and you're also getting all of these schedule releases and seasons now ending later than normal. The college football playoff adjusted their dates for choosing the top four teams to almost be right before Christmas time. And we don't even know what kind of a bowl season we're going to have. I have to suspect that we're not going to have the full-on 2,000 bowl games that we normally get, just because some of them probably won't be able to be played for financial reasons. That's only a guess, by the way. I think one has already dropped out. So we have a most bizarre situation that there's still talk the sport won't be played because it can't be played safely. And we cannot assure zero positive tests. That's just not possible. And I don't say we, but you know what I mean. So what do we do? What do they do? All of that is clashing. It's just an unbelievable dust cloud of noise and news. Even people who love the sport are saying, maybe we sit this one out. Spring ball, I don't like. Talked about that already. So see if I can get somebody for the nooner tomorrow. Something that I did read yesterday that made me chuckle, but when I think about it, and if you stop and think about it, I think it's absolutely brilliant. So the Las Vegas Raiders, first time I've ever said that out loud, we're told there's going to be a Zoom call with Coach Jon Gruden at such and such a time. So everybody logs in, and no Gruden, not even Frank Caliendo. The special teams coach gets on there and says, well, they tested John, and he has the virus, and he's in a hospital right now being treated. Well, needless to say, this causes a stir among everybody on the call, and then the coach goes, hey, testing. John's fine. But we wanted to let you know the lesson behind this was this could affect every single person, or any single person, I should say, at any time. And you need to be prepared for this. And I think it's a great lesson, because that is how we all have to be living right now. And I think a lot of people are. And it seems like the people who are getting all the attention are those who aren't. If you check your social media feeds, there's an anti-mask video every damn day. It's almost like they're cranking them out on purpose. And I know they're not. But I think it's a brilliant idea. It's an absolutely clever way to get the message across that if there's going to be any of this stuff, it's going to have to be done with tremendous discipline. And when discipline fails, like it did at Rutgers, like it's done at other colleges, like it did with the Marlins, like it did with the Cardinals, who had guys go to a casino, for heaven's sakes. And even though I'm sure casinos right now are nothing like they were a year ago at this time, when it's elbow to elbow and people sitting at bars and playing video poker and all that other stuff, still, staggeringly irresponsible act on the part of those Cardinals players. So I love what Gruden did there. I'm dead serious. I have no idea if the Raiders are going to be any good, but that is a victory for common sense for Jon Gruden and for his players. Other things around the dial. You realize the Miami Marlins won a 14-inning doubleheader where they were both the road and the home team? Now, when it's the Marlins and the Orioles, it's basically minor league teams competing because they're both in rebuild mode, except that the Marlins are 5-1. And the Orioles are coming off of a sweep of a pretty good Tampa Bay team. It's not playing well right now. Now the Orioles are a 500 team, and quite honestly, if they finish 500, that's almost manager of the year stuff. This is the kind of year where you could get an oddball playoff run out of somebody, and maybe it'll be the Marlins. I mean, the Yankees and the Dodgers look powerful. The Twins look powerful. There's other teams that look really, really good. But who knows? This is a goofy year, right? Why not? Florida Panthers are still alive. They were facing elimination from the Islanders and stayed alive. So if they win the next two, they'll move on. And the PGA Championship begins today. First major in over a year, right? For golf. When things started to go down the tubes, I think it's been over a year. And it's about time. By the way, the PGA of America just announced today that no players or caddies tested positive going into this thing. The NBA remains clean, no positive tests, and I haven't heard anything about the other leagues having any positive tests right now. So the bubble is working, and the quality of ball is pretty good. And there's lots of open questions here. The Lakers just got smoked the other day. Are they as good as everybody thinks they're going to be? I don't know. So there's a lot at stake, and some of it is quite fun. And unlike yesterday, I'm focusing today on the fun stuff. So a couple quick little business items before I take off. I have been a little haphazard with starting these almost dailies. So the goal now is 10 a.m. Eastern live. 10 a.m. Eastern live instead of whenever I feel like it live. I understand, spread all over the place like a bagel with cream cheese, which was breakfast this morning. The nooner, of course, will stay at noon, and it will remain Monday and Friday. So we keep that simple and take the weekend off. So that's easy to remember, and I hope you do subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will always welcome your comments anytime there, or I will try to respond as fast as I can in the Facebook comments that come through as well. So I'll see you tomorrow at noon Eastern with a longer version, possibly a guest to talk about this unusual college football landscape. Literally, it's like the devil and the angel on each shoulder. Who's going to win? We'll talk about it tomorrow on the Nooner with Dave Lamont. I'll see you then, noon Eastern. Have a great one.